Hi everyone, welcome to Triage.ai. This is our speedy AI-powered emergency care triage built for clinicians by clinicians. Basically, the backstory of Triage.ai is two of our founding team members having experience working in the emergency room in hospitals and doing triage. The ER, despite being the first site of inpatient care, ends up being the bottleneck of the hospital. It's where patients wait and are not seen for periods of time and lack standardization in the care that they receive. But with today's tools, we can add a lot of support to this process. The opportunity we've identified is a 360-degree triage tool that will be used by the frontline staff in order to do intake, help synthesize patients' past medical history and symptoms, and ultimately provide recommendations that improve the standard of care as well as improve the finances for the hospital systems who are the key stakeholders here. Overall, we're addressing a $300 billion market, and within it, the TAM that we've identified is around $11 billion. As mentioned, the overall process here is so manual and painful for clinicians. We ultimately have a really slow time to getting a patient discharged or into the right unit of care and treated. Here are just some of the steps in the process that can be so challenging. With Triage AI, all of these steps can be improved. We can do chart reviews faster, we can do intake faster, we can speed up patient wait times, but most importantly, we can find the patients that need to stay and make sure that the ones who don't can be sent away. We can do diagnostic workups and consults faster, and we can make sure that patients go to the right site of care when they need to be sent. The key product features really are these three parts: the smart chart review, the intake assist, and then the triage and plan recommendation. We have a demo for you here in our link to our Loom, which we would love for you to watch. Really talks about how we use synthetic data in order to create a model that helps clinicians with recommendations. Our go-to-market strategy begins with identifying 2 to 3 pilot health system partners. As a team of former founders, we know that the key to getting up and launching is really having co-builders, design partners willing to work with us. And that's where we want to start before we transition into value-based care contracting. Our business model, as mentioned, provides a really large TAM. Starts with a kind of SaaS contract fee with the ability to scale into a model similar to revenue, similar to RCM, where we can take a percentage fee of the increased generated revenue. The competitive landscape, quite simply, is just largely point solutions, and where we differentiate is bringing them all together and really tailoring it in a way that's made for clinicians. And lastly, but probably most importantly, we have a founding team that loves working together and has a diversity of experiences across places like McKinsey, Google, Apple, Humana, and other founding teams.